What up, YouTube? Honoray from Asian Pokemon here with our special Halloween co-owner versus co-owner battle. I'm gonna lead off with my Spirit Tomb, aka my Wolfman, aka my Zorak. The Pheg's gonna lead off with the Hunter. I go straight for the Night Days, trying to go for that early sweep, and I do one hit KO that Hunter. Now he's gonna send out his Crobat, and knowing that it's faster and it probably carries U-turn, I go for the Nasty Plot, and I live with 1 HP thanks to my Focus Sash. Now he's gonna U-turn out to Shandera, and I go for the Night Days, and I do one hit KO that Shandera. Now he's gonna switch back into his Crobat and finish me off with his Super Fang. Now I'm gonna switch onto my Rotom Wash, and I'm gonna try to go for the Volt Switch, but the Fheg makes a good move and switches out to his Configurers. Now I'm gonna Volt Switch out to my Spirit Tomb. The Pheg's gonna miss his Will-O-Wisp, and I'm gonna proceed to taunt him and force him to switch out. Now, I really should have gone for the Pursuit, but I went for a Shadow Sneak instead, and I didn't really get to do a lot of damage to his Spirit Tomb. I went for the taunt thinking I would be faster, but turned out his Spirit Tomb was really faster, and he's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, and it's gonna actually land this time, making my Spirit Tomb kinda useless. The Pheg's gonna switch out to his Crobat, and I'm gonna use a Will-O-Wisp of my own, making his Crobat kinda useless. Now, I'm going to switch out to my Rotom and try to Volt Switch that Crobat, but he's going to switch out again to his Configurers. I really made a bad move on my part switching into my Choice Band of Gorlok because he's going to end up burning it and making my Gorlok completely useless. Now, for this next part of the battle, I'm going to speed up the video because I'm really going to just use my Gorlok as death fodder, and the Pheg's going to rest off all the damage that I do to him. After this stall, he's going to switch to his Dusclops and finish my Gorlok off with an Ice Beam. Now I'm going to switch into my Spirit Tomb. The Pheg's going to use Pain Split. I went for the Pursuit thinking he was going to switch out, but turns out I was wrong. So the next turn, he's going to go for the Ice Beam, not going to do much. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, getting the burn this time so I can wear down his Dusclops. I go for the Shadow Sneak again. It's really not going to do anything. He uses Ice Beam and gets a friggin' crit. Now, the next turn, I'm going to use another Shadow Sneak and get a crit myself, but he's going to finish me off with another Ice Beam, but for my luck, the Pheg's going to die from the burn. I go into my Rotom again. The Pheg's going to switch out to his Configurers. Now, I'm going to Volt Switch the thing while it's sleeping and go into my Evolute Dusclops and go for the taunt so that he doesn't wake up and use Will-O-Wisp. Now, the next turn, his Configurers is going to wake up and smack my Dusclops with a Shadow Ball. But I'm going to take that like a boss and go for the Nightshade and do decent damage. Next turn, I'm going to go finish off his Coffin and take some damage from his Shadow Ball. He's going to go to his Crobat and U-turn my Dusclops, but he's going to take about 3% of damage as he switches out to his Spirit Tomb. I go for the Pain Split to gain some HP back. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp and gets the burn. I go for my own Will-O-Wisp, but I miss. Next, he's going to Dark Pulse me, and it does around 30 damage. I go for the Will-O-Wisp again, this time getting the burn. And he's going to finish me off with the Pursuit. Now, for the next turn, I'm going to switch into my Dracula, or my Crobat, and go for the taunt knowing he's going to use the Will-O-Wisp, and he actually does. Now, for the next 2 turns, I'm just going to finish off his Spirit Tomb with a Brave Bird and live with 68% of my HP left after he uses our Dark Pulse. Finally, he's going to switch to his Crobat, and it's really going to be a good game from here because he's going to lock himself into Brave Bird and get recoil and burn damage while I stall off all of his damage with the Roost. I hope you guys enjoyed our battle. If you guys can, please leave a comment below telling me what I can work on for my commentaries so that maybe the next video will be better than this commentaries. And lastly, have a good Halloween, guys.
That's right, Fheg, you suck.